Hey, what's up everybody? It's AJ with UV Codes for You, back with another Monday movie news. If you haven't been here before for one of these segments, I just like to go over the movies that are going to be available this coming Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. And then I also like to cover any general movie news, digital movie news, any industry news, anything like that. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so our first movie this week is Geostorm. Geostorm is about when a network of satellites designed to control the global climate starts to attack Earth. It's a race against the clock for its creator to uncover the real threat before a worldwide geostorm wipes out everything and everyone. So sort of a doomsday, apocalypse, nature killing everybody, the Earth killing everyone sort of scenario. It got a 5.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Has a pretty decent cast, starring Gerard Butler, Jim Sturgis, Abby Cornish, and Alexandria Maria Lara. There were some continuity errors in this movie. In the initial sequence, the satellites modify and control with missiles. When the geostorm is initiated, the satellites influence the weather using beams and energy waves of some sort, not projectiles. So like I said, this got a 5.4 out of 10 on IMDb. This is Geostorm, and this will be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. Let's move on to the next one. Our next movie this week is Jigsaw, coming from the Saw family of movies. Jigsaw is about bodies are turning up around the city, each having met a uniquely gruesome demise. As the investigation proceeds, evidence points to one suspect, John Kramer, the man known as Jigsaw, who has been dead for 10 years. This got a 6 out of 10 on IMDb. As far as the cast, it is starring Matt Passmore, Tobin Bell, Callum Keith Rennie, and Hannah Emily Anderson. A fun fact is that this is the first and only Saw film to be released more than a year after the previous film, which I can sort of remember that all the Saw films sort of came out back to back, and it has been a little bit in between the last Saw film and this one. So like I said, this is Jigsaw. It got a 6 out of 10 on IMDb, and this will also be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. Let's get into the last video coming out this week. The final movie coming out this week is Thank You for Your Service. Thank You for Your Service is by DreamWorks Pictures, and it follows a group of U.S. soldiers returning from Iraq who struggle to integrate back into family and civilian life while living with the memory of a war that threatens to destroy them long after they've left the battlefield. Starring an ensemble cast led by Miles Teller, Haley Bennett, Joe Cole, Amy Schumer, Balua Koal, Scott Hayes, Keisha Castle-Hughes, Brad Beyer, Omar J. Dorsey, and Jason Warner-Smith. The drama is based on the best-selling book by Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter and author David Finkel. Jason Hall, who wrote the screenplay of American Sniper, makes his directorial debut with Thank You for Your Service. This got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb, pretty good, and like we said, there are a lot of big names in this movie. Miles Teller, I recognized him from the Allegiant and Divergent series. Amy Schumer, obviously a comedian, and has also been in other films. Now, some fun facts about this movie is that Amy Schumer donated all the money she earned from this movie to Army War Vet Foundations, which is really cool. Scott Hayes actually confined himself to a wheelchair for a solid month in preparation for the role of Michael Adam Emery. And I always think it's really cool and amazing just how in-depth actors go to get into character for films. And also, as I mentioned earlier, this was the directorial debut of Jason Hall. So like I said, this was Thank You for Your Service. It got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb, and it will be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. So that is all the movies coming out this week. Let's get into the general movie news, the general industry news. And this week, I wanted to talk again about Movies Anywhere, which is Disney's new streaming platform. And an article has come out, and Movies Anywhere has streamed 3 million hours of content since its launch in October. That is very, very impressive. Obviously, they've been adding more and more, and with this 20th Century Fox merger, they'll be adding even more content to their online platform. And they've also started to release exclusives directly to their platform, which will be nowhere else. And they've been hinting at some Kingsman 2 unreleased scenes and stuff like that that will be available exclusively at Movies Anywhere. So if you haven't checked that out already, it might be worth it. It looks like they are here for the long haul, and they are trying to bring in as many titles for you as possible. So this may be the solution for you. It may not be. Just wanted to let you know about it and let everybody else know how well they were doing. So that wraps up this Monday movie news. I really appreciate you guys, appreciate all the support. Like I said, if you want any of these movies that are coming out, they will be available this Friday at uvcodesforyou.com. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that really helps out the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks for everything. Peace, guys.
Hey, what's up everybody? I pre-filmed these videos, but like I said, I would be announcing the winner for the surprise Saturday giveaway for Going in Style. So let's get right to that. All right, Juanita Velez, you are this week's winner. I will comment on your original comment for the entry, and I will get with you and get your code to you. Thank you everybody so much for the entries. Stay tuned for more giveaways. Peace, guys.